Welcome back to the D&D Talk Wrestling Weekly Rewind.
Where we're going to go through the news inside and outside of the ropes. So stay tuned later. We're going to be discussing Cena's last Raw appearance, a couple interesting stats about John. So stay tuned for that.
It was really weird. Last week's AEW Dynamite only had 3 matches on a 2-hour show, but it makes sense.
Sounds like a Raw from a couple years ago.
Yeah, it sounds like a Raw in the end of the Vince era. It started out with a women's blood and guts match, which obviously, like a lot of people compared them to War Games, they're not really War Games because they're definitely more violent, and I think that's why AEW does them more violent.
But it does definitely look like War Games.
But it's absolute War Games. It's 2 rings, 1 cage. It's War Games.
But to the point, though, like it's not a bad thing that it's like War Games because WWE is not the only company that could do a Royal Rumble.
Right.
Like they have Battle Royals.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. So the team of Mercedes Moné, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, Thekla, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart defeated Chris Statlander, Timeless Tony Storm, Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale, Mina Shirakawa, and Jamie Hayter. Some of the stuff that happened during this, the first minute into the match, Sky Blue's gushing blood out of her face. Gushing, like Austin in Bret Hart Sharpshooter, gushing blood. Literally like a minute in. It was bad. There was Tony Storm came out. So when everybody comes out, they come out with a weapon, which is like they're not in a cage like WWE. Like WWE, they all go in the cage up top. They don't do that. They all come out from the back with a weapon. I think sometimes they stop before they go into the ring, right? Yeah.
For what?
To grab weapons before a War Games match.
Yeah. I think so.
They came down with them all. Tony Storm came out with like a champagne, like she's doing her thing. So she came out with the bucket and like a champagne bottle in it, broke the champagne bottle in the bucket, put tape around her wrist like the opposite way, and then put the glass on their fist. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. All right.
That was like some blood sport shit going on.
I didn't know this, so it was. The other big difference is too. It's you either win by somebody giving up or somebody tapping out. Like there's not a 3 count.
So it's basically
it's
submission.
Well, no, yeah, but
it's a give up.
Like last year.
So it's like an I Quit match and a submission match.
I guess you can say an I Quit match because last year, Darby Allin was going to torch Jack Perry. Like Jack Perry was dousing gasoline and he had a flamethrower, and Matt Jackson's like, no, we give up, like we surrender. So it's not even like it's an I Quit, but it's not. You don't have to be the one saying it. So this year,
well, kind of like boxing, you throw in the towel. This
year, almost that happened on NXT. Well, I didn't know this was.
I was thinking about Rocky.
I didn't know this was the name of her finisher. Marina Shafir had Mina Shirakawa in the Mommy Milkers. That is the name of her finisher. It's like a choke where her head's right here on her breast, but as she's choking her out, she's kissing her on the forehead, so it looks like she's breastfeeding a baby. I was like, oh my God. Like, as soon as they were like, oh my God, she's in the Mommy Milker, I was like, what? I was like, one more time, please? I couldn't believe that's what it was called. But she was in that, and I think...
We need Otis to do a version of that.
Somebody else was I think somebody else was hitting her, so Tony Storm was like, no, we give up, we quit. Like, some other interesting things, they all came out with weapons. Mercedes Moné handed everybody 2 of her belts, and that was her weapon she came out with. That was so dumb. And then she did that. She got hit with, the only things really for like big were her, she did that. She got hit with brass knuckles, and then she got put through a table and was out the rest of the match. It kind of seems like she didn't even really want to be in it. I don't know.
Like they were protecting her.
Because, speaking of her, we could bring it up now. She won the APAC Women's Championship, and now she's 13 belts, Moné.
Yeah.
I don't see her winning the world title. I still think that's why they're doing all this.
It's ran its course.
I think it has. I thought it was funny, like 9, 10. Now you're getting 13. Like it's too much.
It's ran its course.
It's getting way too much.
This is the Goldberg streak. This is... I was going to say the Roman thing, but I really loved him as champion.
No, I loved him as champion. The Undertaker WrestleMania streak was probably the best streak ever.
But, like, I get what you're doing, but, like...
Would you rather...
How many belts is she going to have, like, 20?
So would you rather be Brian Myers and be 0 and 100 and whatever, or have 13 random indie titles? Remember when Myers was on that losing streak?
0 and 13. Or 0 and whatever.
Dude, it was like, wasn't like 0 and 100 and something?
Yeah. You know why?
Because then when he won, didn't he?
No, why is because I know if I'm signed to Monday Night Raw and I have a losing streak, guess who's going to be on Monday Night Raw every single week?
But it doesn't matter. They're both on Monday Night Raw doing the same exact thing.
But she's not though.
But where it's at and what show you're on doesn't matter. Take that part out. Take out that you're on Raw in WWE or you're in AEW and Dynamite. It's either you're doing the 0 and 150 or you're having 13 random indie belts.
0 and 150.
Didn't they break it when him and Ryder won the tag titles?
I don't remember that part.
I think he broke it winning the title.
But I'm saying this because everybody in professional wrestling, for the most part, is professional. They don't understand it's business, right? But also, when you have 13 belts, it looks a certain type of way to certain people. Like, a lot of these women on that work for these companies are like, why are you giving it to her when we bust our ass all the time? I feel like that could cause resentment. Now, if you want to give 2, 3, 4, even 5, maybe push it to like a Kenny Omega. What was he at? What, 6?
I think 5 or 6.
5 or 6. That's fine. Leave it at that. But like,
think about 13.
He also ended up. He didn't do it as long,
right?
And he lost those belts. But like,
when is she going to defend belt number 7? Like, when's the last time belt number 7 was at that company?
Now, granted, okay, is she doing good for her character? Yeah. Is she making bank? Absolutely. But the fact is, like, I mean, they got to be paying her to make these appearances.
I don't know if she's doing good for her character. I think it was at that show. Well, it wasn't. I guess it wasn't her. She has like people come out with all the belts. At that show, somebody knocked over the whole backdrop and knocked the whole like front of the fucking thing over. So that wasn't her fault, but like,
I just feel like even if this isn't her idea and it's just like Tony Khan's or someone else's, I feel like it's just it could breed resentment. The same way, as soon as Triple H started dating Stephanie in real life, boom, resentment.
Yeah, that was a big problem.
Now, am I saying it's a bad thing that Triple H dated Steph or that Mercedes is doing this? No. Like I said, they're making money.
Right.
Triple H made a family. Mercedes is making money. But like...
runs a company now.
I don't know. Like, is she ever going to go back to these promotions? Probably not.
Probably one time to lose the belt.
Probably doesn't matter to her.
Right.
But whoever runs those promotions is not a good look to your people there.
Think about it, too. Like,
and it's not even like this WWE... Because I know, like, if we had, like, hundreds of fans, someone would be like, well, what about WWE and TNA? They're winning TNA's belts. That's different, though.
That's different.
TNA people are still going over WWE people.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not one person winning all of them.
And if anything, TNA was this monster company, and they kind of went down a little bit. AEW overtook that.
Did you hear what Jericho said?
But, like, TNA is on the rise again, and WWE's giving them that. I don't want to say give them a spotlight because TNA does have a name, but
they're helping.
They're helping along the way.
Because I mean, like AAA is big down in Mexico, but we didn't know a lot about it, and now with the help of WWE, like
I saw somebody speaking of the internet wrestling community. They posted this thing, and it was like WWE. It was like AEW greater than WWE.
I saw this thing, and it was all the companies. CMLL and
CMLL AAA greater than AAA,
and it was like
ROH greater. New Japan
was
greater
it New
than
Japan
TNA.
and TNA, and there was ROH and NXT.
ROH
I
greater than NXT.
I saw that.
So like basically the wrestling world. I mean, the shirt has a good like idea. The wrestling world is split. Like half the companies work with WWE, half of them work with AEW.
Right.
But I mean, if we're gonna have a dick measuring contest here,
it's a little bit bigger on one side.
I don't want to sound like a homer, but it's definitely a little bit bigger.
Did you hear what Jericho said?
If it wasn't for some of the people in WWE right now, ROH would mean nothing.
Jericho said, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Jericho said if TNA had an actual channel that people could watch, they'd be the number 2 company in the world. And now he didn't say if number 1 was WWE or AEW. I'm pretty sure we all know what he meant as number 1.
No, he's smart. He won't say that.
Well, he obviously, yeah, but we know what he means as number 1. We know WWE is going to be the number 1 over AEW regardless. So for him to be like, oh, if TNA does this and this, they could be the number 2 company. Bro, over your own company? Come on now.
I feel like TNA needs to beef up the roster a little bit, though.
I should have saved it. They definitely do, because for our podcast part, I struggled to like try to find a team for a little bit, and then I thought of people, and I was like, oh. But yeah, I agree.
But I finally got to see the Grayson Waller interview.
Oh, on Valet?
CBD, yeah.
He's got Sal Volcano this week, and I really want to watch that one. That's a good one.
I love how he was talking up all the indie people.
Yeah.
In Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at some of the Australian wrestlers right now. You got him. You got Reed. You got Rhea.
Oh, I forgot about Reed. Buddy. Well, I don't know about Buddy.
Isn't he? Is he Australian? Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Wow. Why did I think he was British for a second?
No, he's Australian. Yeah, but he's just injured.
Still, there's a lot of talent there.
There's a lot of talent.
But he made a really good point. He said our indies, especially in like the United States and stuff, is kind of run dry.
You're right.
Because AEW and WWE keep just
they keep taking them all.
Taking everybody.
Right.
Well, whatever. People got to eat. But he's like, we haven't really tapped into the Australian indies yet. Like, we're starting to go over, like, and get the UK talents, the Irish talents and stuff.
I mean, like, well, you see it when WWE does, like, a PLE somewhere out of the country. They're like, oh, we're holding tryouts. Well, you need to go there more or just do tryouts more.
Which is cool, because in that interview, I mean, a lot of this, we're going to bring up John Cena a lot, but how he gave John Cena props that when they were in Perth, that a bunch of his buddies, indie wrestlers, were backstage. I guess they did
Cena
something.
Cena was like talking
and
to
Cena
them.
Like went up and talked to them, was giving them all advice.
That was really cool.
And Grayson's just like, yeah, I don't know, like, he doesn't have to do that shit. But
like that's like the one out of character thing he did. We're like, yeah, Cena's awesome for that. And then he just goes right back into character.
He almost cried during that interview.
He did cry during that interview. Don't say almost. Because he's like, you're gonna make me look like a bitch for crying on here.
I'll be honest, man. I got a lot more respect for Grayson after watching that interview.
Nothing, but he just trashes Theory the entire video. The entire video, he's trashing Theory.
8-Town Down Under.
He's like, what? What do you mean?
Austin Theory.
He's like, I don't really know him.
Never heard of him.
It's hysterical. I love that. Was a good one. I want to watch the Sal Volcano.
But the shit talking he does, like how he said New Day is arguably the greatest tag team of all time. Yes, that's in character, but also that's kind of a true statement.
But I like when he was like, because then Valette was like, what about the Hardys and like the Dudleys? And he's like, oh, you mean the guys that fall off of ladders? Yeah, I watch fail videos like that all the time. He's like, I know they're down in NXT now with like TNA titles. Maybe if they get called up to Raw or SmackDown, they can face the Great New Day. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I loved that. I always said that they can get called up.
Yeah. The way he was just like, oh, the guys that fall on ladders? Yeah, I watch those videos all the time. He's like, I don't see the big deal about that.
Dude, he's so funny.
He's really so funny. That made I always liked him. That made me like him a lot more.
But yeah, no, like as the tangent went on to like random ass shit.
We did have a tangent.
I just feel like I don't know.
I feel like
as wrestling promoters, you should be trying to raise your own talent.
So now she's got 13 belts. So the other, I mean, 1 or 2 is from AEW. So the other, let's say that the other 10. If I'm in that.
11.
The other 11, if I'm in that company, I'm gonna be like, yo, why am I even having a match to maybe get the title? The title's not even here. We don't even know the last time the title was here. She's never here.
So if you have a really good talented woman here and Mercedes is a champion, and there's another company over here that Mercedes doesn't have their belt, who's to say that this person's gonna be like, all right, screw you, I'm going to this one.
Right.
Or I'm going to this.
Right. It's just it was cool up to a point, and now it's getting to be a little too much.
I mean, that's when NXT they had a bunch of TNA's titles. Yeah, it was cool for a minute, but yeah, okay, let's give them back now.
Right. Yeah.
They got to get their redemption.
I'm excited for the day when a TNA star gets an NXT title. I'm excited for that day. Because I don't believe when AEW and NXT did it, I don't think an NXT star. I'm sorry. When TNA and AEW did it, I don't think a TNA star had an AEW title. I'm pretty sure like Kenny just had them all. Like I want to see it. It's not a little company.
The Hardys have the tag title.
When it was AEW and
no,
TNA?
I meant now.
They did. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're considered TNA star. I consider them. They're not Hall of Famers, but I consider them WWE Hall of Famers. They did. They had the tag titles.
They are Hall of Famers.
But I mean, like...
I know you hate them, but
I'm saying like Leon Slater or like somebody that was never even in somebody that's Frankie Kazarian. When Frankie Kazarian wins an NXT title, someone that's never been in WWE. Okay, he was in AEW.
I want to see a TNA person win a AAA title. That'd just throw everything.
That would fuck a whole lot of things up.
That'd
That
be
would
so cool.
I was gonna say like if Hendry would have, but I didn't even know his other contract was up. We'll get to that.
It is.
Wow, tangent. Holy shit, tangent.
Don't say his name.
No, that we already did it twice.
I'll be knocking on my door.
Really random. So the second match from Dynamite was Hangman Adam Page and Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Hangman won, and the way that I don't remember if it was a 10 count or they had to do a pin, but they were in the crowd. Hangman knocked Hobbs into the table, like the table where all the lighting is at. You know how they have the lighting crates on the sides of the table. I don't know if Hobbs hit it so hard or hit it at the wrong angle. One of the crates flipped up and landed on him. I'm pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen, but I was like, oh shit, they went like a little hard on that part. The final match from Dynamite was the men's Blood and Guts match. The Death Riders. Wow, I wrote that wrong. The Death Riders lost to Darby Allin, Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Mark Briscoe. When shockingly for like the second or third week in a row, Moxley tapped out to an ankle lock from Kyle O'Reilly. There was other crazy stuff in there too. You know how I know you hate Orange Cassidy. You know he puts his hands in his pockets. He went to go do that, and Claudio grabbed him, and Moxley stapled his hands into his pockets. I don't know why
I never said I hated Orange Cassidy.
You don't like the gimmick.
No.
You don't hate the character. You hate the gimmick.
I do like the gimmick, but I feel like those types of gimmicks hold people back. Like I don't feel like that gimmick could be a world champion.
No, that gimmick absolutely can't be a world champion. I don't think Darby Allin's gimmick can be a world champion.
That's why I hated Dolph Ziggler's gimmick.
Did you think Mankind's gimmick can be a world champion?
Good point.
I don't know why I just thought it. I think me saying Darby Allin for some reason went to Mankind.
Okay, so I literally just watched Mankind on, was it CVV?
I think he was on there, yeah.
Okay, so he brought up about how Chris brought up how so many wrestlers are over, like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, but Mark Calloway's not over, Michael Hickenbottom's not over. So I was gonna say Paul Levesque, but now he is since he's.
But now, yeah, right. That's different.
But you know what I'm getting at, right? So you had Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mankind. Mick Foley's the one that's over. Mick Foley reversed it to where he's over as a person, not the character.
Not the character.
So to your point, did I see Mankind when he first come to be a world champion? No. Maybe a heel type, like badass villain, but when they started doing that, and then you had people talking about Mrs. Foley's baby boy, good old Mick Foley, but he still dressed as Mankind, that's who won that title. Okay. He was the ultimate underdog.
Okay.
He was like, you know what they did with Sami Zayn when he beat Gunther?
Yeah. That was they basically redid the
kind of, because Sami was a big underdog, but like Mick was the underdog, and he was the guy that everybody could look at as a wrestling fan and be like, holy
if he can do it, I can do it.
He looks like me.
Yeah.
He looks like my dad.
Right.
Like, he was the ultimate person to get behind.
Sammy's another one. I don't see Sammy being a world champion. Not because of the gimmick.
I do, but he has to go back to that, like, underground.
He's got to go back.
From the underground.
Yeah, he's got to go back to the. He almost has to go back to like his NXT gimmick.
But yeah, no, that's my thoughts on the Mick Foley thing. I feel like Mick Foley got over because Mick Foley resonated so much with the fans, and I mean everybody loved him and respected him in the back too. So, but
I can't wait to see him in Knobles one time. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'll be pumped if I ever saw him.
But yeah, like they pulled the glass back out from the women's match, and that's how I think Mox tapped like 3 times in a row now to Kyle O'Reilly. I feel like something's happening where like he might get kicked out of the Death Riders, but he also said something on Collision of like, I've won 1 million matches because I've lost 1 million matches. So yeah, you can't win every match, you can't lose every match.
I never thought I'd see the day Moxley would become a philosopher.
I know. Sometimes some of the shit he says, you're like, whoa, where is this coming from?
To bleed or not to bleed?
The only really thing from Collision, because it was a lot of recap from Blood and Guts. Kyle Fletcher continued his open challenge, and he had it against Scorpio Sky, but retained the title. Speaking of AEW, we're going to be doing a predictions episode on Blood and Guts, not Blood and Guts, I'm sorry, on Full Gear, because that's this weekend. So we got, a 2-week break from our predictions and a reaction? Because we got AEW this week, we have WWE next week. I'll say it right now, TNA had one last week. We're both jobbers because we didn't know about it.
Oh, yeah. I'm the Brooklyn Brawler.
This is what I was saying to you at work that one day. How awesome would an app be, right? Like a wrestling app. And then I also thought of it because of the people that we watch sometimes on TikTok of like guess this wrestler or say a better wrestler than the guy that runs that is like, we want this to actually one day be a promotion, a wrestling promotion. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And I was like, what do we want DDTW to be? Imagine one day you're just in the app store, you download our app, and it asks you, what wrestling do you like? I like WWE, I like AEW, whatever. You like WWE? All right, cool. Throughout the year, in your calendar, in your phone, here's every WWE pay-per-view. PLE.
I mean, to be honest, when it comes to YouTubers and or content creators starting a wrestling company, it's not out of the question.
No.
Because it has happened.
Right. It's happened a lot.
There was the 2 people that I would follow. They would do a lot of WWE games and stuff. They have one. Deadlock Pro Wrestling. DPW now.
I mean, how cool, if we just had an app, right? You like, let's say, all you really watch is TNA, but TNA is not a mainstream thing, so you don't know everything that happens. You get in your calendar, in your phone, every TNA pay-per-view. You get notifications. Let's say you can set it up. Hey, every time a title changes hands, I want to get a notification on my phone.
So basically like the ESPN app, but just wrestling only.
Right. And you can pick. You can have WWE, AEW, NXT, TNA, Ring of Honor. If you want to even add if there's a bit like, it's bigger on us, but not really because it doesn't come to Pennsylvania. But Northeast Wrestling is a big indie promotion around here. It only comes to Pennsylvania every so often. But if you want to add that in, and you could put in the calendar when stuff like that happens, that's kind of cool.
That would be cool.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that more than the, hey, these are the channels that you want. This is what you're going to pay a month for it. I just don't know what it would take to make an app. Probably a lot of more brains than we have.
Yeah, you could barely make a grilled cheese.
You're not wrong there. I could barely make cereal sometimes without burning it. Let's go to SmackDown because a lot of interesting things happen on SmackDown.
SmackDown starts with the 4 women from the women's War Game match so far, opening the show. We had Rhea, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Bliss. They're hyping up the War Games, but after talking for a little bit, Flair says that she can't pretend anymore. She can't do this. She doesn't trust Rhea. She ends up leaving the ring.
That threw me off.
Which left everybody stunned as she was just left and was walking up the apron. After that, we had Last Time Is Now tournament match. Jey Uso versus The Miz. With Jey winning.
You see people online trashing that match.
People online turned on Jey so bad. I don't understand why.
I mean, I get it. He's botching a lot recently, at least. But come on, the guy's probably he hasn't had a break.
Okay, so they're coming at him for botching a lot, which I understand that's your profession.
But
why isn't the same hate going at LA Knight for
right.
botching his promos all the time?
Well, there is people doing it.
Not as much as
Jay. A lot of people are also thinking it's because he's coming to the ring high as a kite.
That's
I don't know.
If people are saying that, I feel like Hunter or Pritchard or
somebody's gonna pull him to the Heyman is gonna pull him to the, hey man, what's going on? Are you good? What's going on?
Someone's gonna notice.
Right. Somebody's gonna say something.
You think if he's doing that, he's getting away with that working with Punk?
No, God no. Punk's not gonna stand for that.
Punk's a lot of things, but the straight edge thing is his real life.
That's his real life thing. I don't think. Yeah, I think.
I want to see him go on Cody's show, and instead of
Punk.
Yeah.
I would love.
But just
that.
drink Pepsi. Obviously.
Listen, we're not doing it in an event. I went to go get. I can't think of what that vodka is now. Wheatley. They don't have the bottle with him on it. I was kind of mad. I was like, God damn it.
Next up, we had the United States Open Challenge. Ilya Dragunov versus Axiom. Ilya, why can't I say his name today?
Those are hell of matches. I don't know how I feel about his finisher.
The H-bomb?
Yeah.
Go ahead, because I see people online talking about it.
I don't know. I don't know. I understand it, but it's a falling fist.
It's a forearm.
It's a falling forearm.
Okay.
That's the same. You don't see Cena pinning people with the 5-knuckle shuffle. It's the same thing, but the fist and a forearm.
Lay on the floor and let me drop my forearm into your face.
I get it because he's doing it with a force, but
then you'll wake up.
He has better finishers. You'll
wake up just in time for next week's episode.
That diving, the flying headbutt or whatever he does is a better finisher.
So you're telling me that AJ Styles jumping off a top rope and hit you with his forearm, that's okay though, right?
That seems a little different because because the angle, right? He's in the air and. It's got a better trajectory of coming down and better than just standing on top of you. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't. So in 2K, you have a signature and a finisher. I see that more as a signature move, setting up to your finisher than as a finishing move.
Actually, in the new 2K, you could have up to 4 signatures, and I think
regardless,
2 finishers.
I see that as a signature move more than a finishing move.
My creative guy has that as a signature move
because to me it's not a pinning move. It's not a move you win the match with. It's a move you set up for your finisher. I don't know. It's not that I don't like it. It doesn't.
I disagree, dude. You said we just talked about this before we started recording about MMA.
I can't wait to see where this goes.
So if someone's on the ground and a fighter comes down and just punches them in the face, that's not gonna knock you out.
They're not gonna do it one time though. They're going to do it countless times. They're going to
one-hit somebody.
You could one-hit somebody. Yeah, you can.
So let me hit you with my forearm.
But you're not going to do it every week.
Let me hit you with my forearm.
Okay, go ahead.
Lay down.
No, I'm not.
We're doing this.
First of all, I'm not trying. That reminds me. I thought of something for our predictions and reactions for next year, but I'll get to that when we get to that video. I thought of the punishment because I've been watching a lot of the videos.
I thought of something too.
What did you think of? We'll talk about it right now. Fuck it.
I'll talk about it right now. What do you think?
So we're doing it. So I know this is the rewind. We're doing predictions and reactions. In predictions, we are keeping score for next year. The loser has to do something. I've been watching videos waxing nose hairs, where you put the wax in, you let it dry, and you yank it out. I've been watching grown men cry from that shit.
Oh fuck! That'd be like that scene from the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, when he's getting his chest.
Yeah.
I thought of that.
I was gonna say we go to like a public pool, and you get to.
We can't swim.
It's okay. There's like, and the other person gets to do finishing moves onto you.
The end of the year is December. What public pool is open in December?
We gotta wait till it warms up.
We're gonna remember.
Yeah.
I think we should do the nose hair.
I want to powerbomb you into a pool.
I think we should do the nose hair.
I want to powerbomb you.
So you want my balls in your face?
Last ride.
They're still there for a second.
All right, then fine. I'll give you the freaking razor's edge.
You want my balls? So you want my balls on the back of your head?
No, I want you to just stand on the edge, and I want to do a Braun Breaker and just spear the shit out of you.
Yeah. I've been I don't know why I like his spears. Like they look more, obviously because they're going to that one he did on Raw into the table looked a lot more powerful.
I want to give you the Mexican Destroyer until pool.
Yeah, okay. What? We need a trampoline for that shit.
First of all, we're both agile individuals.
Yeah. Okay. That's why we both got up. We're like, oh god, we're sitting for too long.
Well, it's not me who's ass hurt. Never mind. Anyways.
Wow. What else happened on SmackDown?
Moving on. Sami Zayn comes out. He called out Solo. Solo comes out. They go back and forth. Eventually, all the MFT are on the apron, ready to attack.
Oh yeah.
Sami didn't come alone. However,
Sami's like, I'm finally off the injured.
Yeah, he's finally cleared.
That's what it is. Clear. I couldn't think of the fucking word.
Who comes out? Shinsuke Nakamura, Motor City Machine Guns, and Rey Fenix. And a brawl ensues. And later on, backstage after that, it was all, cleaned up. I guess they said...
Not Pierce.
Aldis
was like, yeah, next week's Survivor Series. No, regular Survivor Series match.
Well, yeah.
On SmackDown.
Which is awesome. So
I saw that happen and I went, holy shit, are we doing 3 War Games matches this year?
That'd be awesome.
But I'm glad they're doing a normal Survivor Series match. Like, I miss those.
If anybody's not familiar with that, it is 5-on-5, and it's elimination style.
Do you remember? I don't know if it was... I know it happened in the game. I don't know if it happened... Remember the one year? I know it was in 2K. there's always a captain. If the captain got pinned, the match was over. I don't know if that was an actual WWE thing, but I remember that being in 2K.
I haven't played a traditional.
It was.
I'll be honest. When you play a video game and you have the ability to play war games, or like TLC matches, it's just mayhem.
I don't even know if it was PS4 time. It might have even been like PS3 time. But I remember for whatever reason there was a stipulation that if the captain got pinned, the match was over, and I was like, that's why there shouldn't be a captain. It should just be this team versus this team.
Backstage, Cody and Jay were talking. Jay said he got Cody's back. When Jimmy Uso comes in, Jimmy said he got Cody's back too, and he spoke to Punk before, and he is in. So he is going to be part of Punk's team at War Games. So we got, as of right now, Cody, Punk, and the Usos.
As of right now. As of SmackDown.
Not a bad lineup.
No.
As of right now, as in SmackDown.
As of SmackDown.
Another Last Time Is Now tournament match. We had LA Knight versus the mystery opponent, which was Mr. Zack Ryder.
As soon as I heard woo woo, I was like, he's not coming out as Zack Ryder. And then there he is. I was like, there's no way. And then all I thought back to was the Valette interview, and he was like, every year I make it. Every year around the Rumble, I make the Zach Cardona knee pads waiting for it.
We had Zack Ryder come back.
I couldn't believe it.
I was super pumped when I saw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, LA Knight ended up winning the match, but it was really nice to see him. I would love to see him full time. But not as Zack Ryder.
No, as Cardona. There's a bunch of shirts that dropped on WWE Shop, and I was like, I'm not
trying to spoil anything for Raw, but like I saw on like Sunday night, someone was like, how funny would it be if Zack Ryder was the mystery opponent for SmackDown, but then Matt Cardona was the mystery opponent for Raw?
Oh my God! Did you during the day?
There is a mystery opponent for Raw.
During the day on Monday, all this came out and said no one in the WWE community has guessed who the mystery opponent is.
I know. I was reading the Reddit threads and everything, and I don't even remember people saying. I don't think anybody said who it was.
I don't think anybody said who it was. At least I don't remember that name. I don't remember if I heard the other name either, though.
No. This was a good surprise on both ends.
Yeah.
So, in the beginning of the night, we had some stuff going on with Bronson Reed, Heyman calling out Cody. All this ended up setting a match for the main event, which was Cody versus Bronson Reed for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Yeah, when they were backstage.
This match ends in a DQ, however, with Cody getting the win, but Braun Breaker ended up attacking Cody on the outside. They brawl. Everybody else that's involved in the whole thing comes out. And then who comes back? Mr. Drew McIntyre.
That was really random, too. Because they were like, you can have whoever you want. And Heyman's like, oh, whoever, okay. And then he hands him, the contract. But he's suspended indefinitely.
It's Paul Heyman. His dad was a lawyer. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
But speaking of, did you watch him on Steph's podcast?
I haven't. I've seen clips because I keep seeing the same clip about the kid, the Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh, no.
I've watched that clip 4 times.
You should watch it.
I'm gonna watch it because I didn't watch. I like watching Cody's, but Natalia's on it. I'm just like, I'm not.
You should watch this one.
I'm gonna watch that one
because he has a really good story about how he got into the garden to take pictures.
Oh, when he was 13 or something.
How he lied.
Yeah, I know.
He went in depth with all that stuff. It was really good.
He talked about that on Impulsive years ago. Not years because we were doing this when it happened. So last year.
So Drew comes back, and he's officially part of Team Vision. I guess it's Team Vision, right?
I guess so.
And the War Games match. So, as of right now, as of the end of SmackDown, you have Punk, Cody, Jimmy, and Jay. And then on the Vision side, Bronson Reed, Drew, and Logan.
I don't think Logan's a part of the Vision yet.
No, I said the Vision.
No, but some people were saying he's in the Vision, and some people were saying he's not.
Because in his promos, he said he's like, did I want to get ran over every time, or did I want to just?
Because he even said in his vlog, he's like, I'm aligning myself with the Vision. He's not. He never said he's joining the Vision.
The Vision's whole thing was you're either with us or you're against us.
No, that was the Nexus. Is the whole thing.
But they didn't say you had to join us. It's just.
Do you see Otunga was on CVV too?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
No, neither.
I did. You know what? You know whose podcast fucked me up this week? Impulsive, because Neil deGrasse Tyson was on there talking about space shit and all that stuff. That shit fucked me up. That
guy blows my mind.
Yeah, the shit he was talking about messed me up.
So let's move on over to Raw, shall we? Raw starts with Cena in his last ever Monday Night Raw appearance. Dirty Dom comes out, interrupts Cena. They talk back and forth before the rest of the Judgment Day. Finn and JD McDonough come out. Then they eventually all attack Cena. Sheamus, out of all
I couldn't believe Sheamus, but then I thought about it. I was like, no, they've had it past.
Yep, Lobster Head comes down to aid Cena. And then everybody's first favorite luchador, Mr. Rey Mysterio Jr., comes out. After all that gets separated and everything, Cena challenges them to a 6-man tag match.
Well, before that, Dom challenged for his rematch. So it's announced in Survivor Series that it's Dom versus Cena for the title.
Well, that's what keeps Cena out of the War Games match.
Right.
Because there was rumors that he was going to be in it. But...
Which, that would have been cool.
So yeah, next up was Cena, Sheamus, and Rey versus the Judgment Day, with Cena, Sheamus, and Rey obviously getting the win. Cena's last ever Monday Night
I like how they were doing. I never know what it's called. The 10 beats of the Belgium. Yeah. I never understand it. I like how Rey's like up on the top rope, doing it to Dom.
Did you see when they went for the 5-knuckle shuffle?
And then Sheamus was like, "Hold on, man, you belong in the middle." That was cool. That was mad respectful.
There was another respectful moment that happened later in the night that I want to bring up too. That I literally saw on Twitter, and I'm like, holy shit, that was... I didn't even realize it until they mentioned it.
I'm going to have to pay attention because I don't think I know what it is.
After that, we had a Last Time Is Now qualifying match. Solo versus the mystery opponent for Monday Night Raw, which was...
Dolph Ziggler.
Mr.
Dolph Ziggler.
Steal the show and steal your girl.
That shirt came back out. I think I'm getting it.
I want that.
I like his new shirt too, but I think they're re-releasing that one. They also re-released... Well, they made one for Cena with the belt, for a Grand Slam one, but they re-released the Champ Is Here shirt, and I was like, oh man, I had that one. I
always like that shirt.
I think I still have that one. It might be a little tight on me, but I think I still have it.
There's nothing wrong with tight.
No, there's nothing wrong with tight. I'm gonna spend a lot of money on WWE Shop. Like, there's so many shirts
I'm
right
thinking,
now.
As this is just should be called the sidetrack rewind. Am I gonna buy a shirt to bring? To go to the wrestling event before, or am I just gonna buy it there?
That reminds me. I have to show you shirts that are on sale. I have to show you wrestling shirts that are on sale, not from WWE.
Wait a minute. So that might just change my whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
No, you're not gonna buy. You probably won't buy these shirts, but
why? What do you call me, a freaking WWE snob?
No, it's not the. It's the type of shirt. I don't think you'd wear them.
I'm gonna give you an H-bomb.
That's fine.
Right here. Anyways. Oh, yeah, so awesome to see Dolph back in the ring.
Oh, my God, amazing to see Dolph.
Solo did, however, end up getting the win, so he's moving on in the tournament. We had a segment with Alexa Bliss talking about, like, Flair ignoring her, leads to her being surrounded by the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. Rhea and Io end up coming out, and they all end up brawling. And then Flair comes out to make the save.
I almost bought this shirt.
With a kendo stick in hand.
I almost bought that. It's on sale for $24.
Tag me.
But
what's wrong with that shirt?
No, I'm talking about these kind of shirts. Like I bought this one because it's $42, but it's a button down.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wear those.
I don't care that it's a button down.
I feel like it's like.
But I might be wearing that to SmackDown if it comes in time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's like a Bray Wyatt type shirt, like cult leader Bray Wyatt.
Like, I know you. There's one that. Where's the? I wanted that one so bad, but they only have small. They only have small and mediums. They have.
I'm gonna have to go on WWE Shop to see if there's any sales.
Oh yeah, there's probably because this is a Black Friday sale from Roosevelt's, but there's, yeah.
I just want it to come in time though.
I know that's the problem. It's Macho Man.
That's sick.
I know it is. And it's only, well, I shouldn't say only $45, but it was originally $70. These shirts are fucking expensive.
So yeah, I guess Flair had a little change of heart. Come out to decide to help her little buddy.
I like how Kyrie Io hugged Rhea, and like it got Charlotte to pop. Charlotte laughed a little bit. She like broke character. Yeah.
Next up, we have the women's intercontinental title match: Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree.
This match.
Maxine has been putting on bangers, and we all already know that Becky's like the GOAT. So, I'm sorry, but it's true.
No, it is true.
This match, however, AJ Lee ends up coming out.
You called it. I will say you called it. You said that last week.
What? That she was going to distract?
Yeah.
I know.
Because then you said the next thing that's going to happen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it might, because there was a little teaser.
No, I think it will.
But AJ Lee comes out, doesn't get involved in the match, just stands there in the apron, not in the apron, I'm sorry, in the ramp, distracts Becky, who Maxine goes up and hits a crossbody. Fast count, 1, 2, 3. Maxine is your new Intercontinental Champion.
Obviously, Becky's a heel.
Yeah.
When Seth comes back, is he going to be a face or a heel?
Oh, he's going to come back as a face because he's going to want revenge.
So by that time, is Becky going to be back to being a face?
They don't have to come.
I guess they don't have to be, yeah.
So now, here's the part that I mentioned earlier about the respect thing.
Okay.
So someone pointed out, they were like, after the match, Maxine ran out of the ring, was celebrating with AJ Lee, right? AJ realizes that when you win a title, pyro goes off. So she was like hugging her and celebrating, and then AJ left. Once AJ moved away, I think like a couple 15, 20 seconds after, that was the cameraman's cue to raise the belt and the pyro.
I didn't realize that.
So there's another picture of AJ standing like over here with Maxine like here, raising the belt and the pyro behind her, and AJ's like smiling. Like she knew. I'm
not gonna lie, I didn't even think about that.
She knew that like, all right, I'm gonna celebrate for a minute, but I'm gonna back up and give her her moment. So that's like
the one thing I saw was like, how funny is it that Maxine Dupree has a singles title before Chad Gable ever had one?
Well, he kicked the wrong person out, that's for sure.
Apparently, he's training in the Performance Center.
Yeah,
this week.
Mr. Chad Gable. I would love to see a match between him and El Grande Americano.
It'd be a big height difference. Big height difference. Maybe. I think Americano might be done now losing that speed title. I think they might get rid of it. He hasn't been around.
I know. And I really thought Dom was gonna break off the Judgment Day, but
I like her new shirt. Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler? Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, I do like that, yeah.
No, I thought Dom was gonna do that too, yeah.
We had another Last Time Is Now tournament. A returning Gunther versus Javon Evans. Javon put on a hell of a match.
But of course.
Of course. The Ring General.
Of course he was going to fucking win.
Wins.
I hope he doesn't win this whole tournament.
I think he's going to.
I'm afraid he's going to. But I don't think he should.
I hope he does.
It should be an up and comer like it was supposed to be the entire time. That's why I don't think it should be. But
yeah, it's going to be Gunther.
Yeah.
Because he's your Ring General.
Unfortunately.
Bow down. Bow up.
Bow
up. So basically the end of Raw. I don't even know what to call it. It was a
shit show.
A complete shit show.
Yeah.
So let me just set the stage as this. At one point we have Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul in the ring with Jimmy, Jay, Punk, and Cody. And it's just a brawl. Everybody's beating the shit out of everybody. Everything's going crazy. Heyman's making all these weird faces outside the ring. And then
you need a tablet for this.
Brock Lesnar's music.
As soon as I heard that music, I went, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Comes down, clears the ring.
I didn't think it was gonna be him.
Almost kills Punk. Almost bends him in half.
Yeah. Goes to shake Heyman's hand,
and as soon as he slaps and shakes Heyman's hand, whose music hits?
OTC one.
The OTC. Mr. Roman Reigns.
The first thing, as soon as it came out, I was like, his arm's covered up. Something's going on. He had an elbow pad on underneath. Because I guess his elbow's still messed up.
Oh.
But I was like, because it was like, it threw me off with the arm pad. I was like, why is this sleeve covered up? But then they showed another picture, and you can see like you can see the like grooves of the elbow pad. He didn't want to look weak, so he threw a cover on.
So there you go. Your last members of each team. Team Punk. You have CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, both world champions, by the way.
Both world champions on one team is crazy.
One of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Usos, and one of the greatest champions of all time, Roman Reigns.
That's a hell of a team, unfortunately.
Except...
Yeah, unfortunately, they're going up against this team.
If we look at the tail of the tape here, Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's a scary team.
That's a scary-ass team.
I said it outside before we recorded. Jimmy's taking the pin. That's the only, it sucks, but I think Jimmy's taking the pin.
If it is that team, it's going to be Jimmy taking the pin.
If it's the other team, Logan.
It's going to be Logan. Drew is taking too many pins.
Right.
They're not going to pin Reed or Breaker.
Oh,
And it's Lesnar.
Imagine if...
What if Lesnar took the pin?
I was going to say...
What if Jimmy pinned
I was
Lesnar?
just going to say that. What if Jimmy pins Lesnar? I was just about to say that. That'd be...
Does anything interesting happen in the War Games match, though? Do we have a turn, maybe?
I don't think so.
No surprises?
I don't think so. I'd have to think for a little bit, but not off the top of the dome, I can't think of one. Lesnar just turning on everybody. No, I don't. I can't see any surprising thing happen. I'd have to like sit and actually think, but I don't know. Maybe Roman and Punk get into it a little bit, but I mean, we have 2 SmackDowns. We have 2 SmackDowns in a Raw before that, so they can figure it out by then.
You know what I would love to see, and I know it's impossible to happen. I wish Seth Rollins was healthy. Can you imagine it being down to Braun? Like everybody else is laid out, and it's like Roman and Braun Breaker in the ring, and then Seth came out.
No, can you imagine the match is over?
Nope.
And then like how Punk returned at Survivor Series,
but what I'm
Seth
saying,
returns at Survivor Series.
If you have Braun Breaker and then you have Roman in the ring, 2 people Seth hate, and he comes out, who's he gonna?
Right.
Who would he back?
Right. I don't think he'd back either one of them. What? Oh, he comes down to the ring looking at both, and he just goes like this.
Oh, I would
Oh
shit
my god!
everywhere.
Oh my god!
Everywhere.
Oh my god!
Projectile.
Oh man, I'd have to clean up afterwards.
Oh god, I'd have to clean up now.
He just goes like this, and Roman just goes, and oh man.
And then you see Jimmy in the corner. Like, what about this?
Yeah, what happened to this?
You forgot about this?
They're like, no, sorry, man, this was first. That would be awesome.
Well, technically, this was first.
No.
They're related, bro.
Yeah, but it wasn't shown on TV before that.
Okay, true. Speaking of TV, I saw a Dolphins player, Tua Tagliailoa, and Frankie Lavau, I forgot how to say his name, from the Redskins. They showed a thing that they both, like, after the game, you know how players just come up and...
Yeah.
Well, they're both Polynesian.
Oh.
So, like, I'm just watching it. Like, it was on, like, an NFL network or NFL channel highlights on YouTube, and I'm just, like, watching random things. Then that pops up, and it was like, yo, great game, Oos, man. What's up, Oos? I'm like...
Dude, I don't know why.
And at first, I'm like, what the... I'm like, oh, wait a minute. They're both...
I don't know what night. I don't know if it was Sunday night or Monday night. I was on TikTok, and all I was watching was Polynesian Hakas. That's all it was, like at weddings, at graduations. I was like, I don't know how I fell into this, but this is awesome. There's one video that I saved that I have to show you. There's a white boy in the back, and I was like, see, we can do it too.
We can.
There's a white boy in the back of one of the videos, and as soon as I saw that, it got me more excited.
You saw the Stephanie's Places with the bloodline, right?
Oh my god, I love that episode.
They said you're in the family, but if you're accepted by the family, now you're family.
Mm-hmm. Sammy, Heyman.
Yeah, Heyman, Sammy.
Steph, probably. I would imagine.
Steph and Heyman are like such good friends.
They really, yeah.
That's
like her stepdad, like not officially, but like she sees him as like a stepdad.
But yeah, that's why the Tongans and the Samoans are so close. It's like, all right, no, we're not different. We're the same.
No, our island's only a couple. You know, it's only a little bit away from each other.
So yeah, we just need to find some Samoans to invite us into the family.
Yeah, we have to find some Samoans. Obviously, there's none around here anywhere.
You do realize anybody that's Samoans watching this?
They're like, nah, fuck these two crackers.
Those 2 idiots.
2 stupid crackers. Fuck them.
I'm Irish. Does that count? I mean...
No.
Yeah, it does.
How does that count?
Because
That's like saying I'm Polish. Does that count?
Name a famous Polish wrestler.
There's probably one somewhere.
Ivan Putski.
Yeah, there you go.
The Polish Hammer.
There you go.
Yeah. But name a famous Irish one.
I know. There's more than Becky Lynch.
Finn Balor. Sheamus.
JD.
There's more.
Go ahead.
There's more. I'm not going to keep going.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finley.
Where is Joe Hendry?
You forgot the most famous one. Hornswoggle.
He's not even Irish.
Where is Joe Hendry from? That's a
Hornswoggle's an American.
Well, that's not what I want to do. That's a fantastic question. Where is Joe Hendry from?
I feel like he's Scottish.
You might be correct.
Because I think him and Drew are like really close.
Oh. Yeah, Scottish professional wrestler. Yep.
Yeah. See?
Scottish professional wrestler and musician. Well, yeah, we know. Joseph Samuel Hendry. That's his real name. Shit. He's 30.
He's a year younger than me.
Yeah, he's 37.
He's not. Yeah, he looks like that, and I look like this. Fuck my life.
All right, so speaking of Joe Hendry, we can go over to NXT from the other day. It's Gold Rush. They're doing 2 weeks of it. Every match is for a title. Oh, there you go. Speaking of Joe Hendry, the first match was for the AAA Mixed Tag Team titles. Chelsea Green and Ethan Page retained against Thea Hale and Joe Hendry. So both of our guesses for them winning that title is wrong, unless they get a rematch. But Chelsea and Ethan do have a title defense on the weekend. I'm not sure who it's against. So Ruka used her rematch clause against Blake Monroe for the NXT Women's North America title. It ended when Zarya threw the towel into the ring because Ruka didn't want to tap when literally, we know she's flexible, she's a gymnast, she's a surfer. Her foot was like right here next to her ear, and she didn't want to tap out. And Zarya's like, just tap. No, I'm not tapping. So Zarya grabbed the towel, threw the towel in. I feel like that's the breakup of that coming. It's been happening for a while. Usually when that happens, that's the breakup. Dark State is still on a winning streak. They defeated Javon Evans and Leon Slater for the NXT tag titles. That was a hell of a match. I really thought Javon and Slater were going to win it. They definitely deserve something than just like, I don't want to say the X Division title is nothing, but they deserve something better than that.
Those two are the future of wrestling.
They really are. They're stupid young.
And they're stupid good.
Yeah. The final match had JC Jane use her rematch clause against Tatum Paxley. The winner and new NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane, after Tatum Paxley got tossed out of the ring, she was going to go back in and I can't think of the two guys from the Culling. Ty Dillinger, but it's not Ty Dillinger. Sean Spears. I can never remember the other guy's name. He looks like just a bigger Sean Spears. But they blocked her from going back in the ring, and she turns and gets a boot from Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame throws in the ring. JC Jane hits her. I forget what the rolling elbow. I forget what it's called that she calls the rolling elbow. She hits her with the rolling elbow. Got the 1, 2, 3. They hop in the ring and they're just looking over Tatum Paxley, and I was just like, man, I called it, but not in that way. Like I thought I knew they were going to turn on her, but I thought Izzy was going to win the titles. That was pretty much it from Gold Rush. Night 2 has, I think, 3 or 4 more title defenses again, like the Evolve title, I believe the NXT title. Because it was announced that Ricky Saints is taking on Obafemi. I think for the number 1 title, they're doing Trick versus Miles Bourne. I almost called him Evan Bourne. Trick versus Miles Bourne. Evan Bourne's on like Ring of Honor or something. That was it from NXT. There's nothing really crazy happened. They did it at MSG. Raw was at MSG. Team wrestling at MSG would be amazing, but I'm not selling an arm and a leg to go there.
No.
Do you have any other news? I still have a bunch of news, but do you have any other news?
I don't know.
So JDC, or better known to us as Fandango, announced that after Genesis in January, he's retiring from wrestling. That sucks. It was like, I guess he didn't tell anybody in TNA either. He came out, they were doing a promo, and he cut it. Because, as I said before, we're jobbers, and we didn't know that TNA had a pay-per-view over last weekend. Because, we don't know what we're doing here at DDTW, obviously.
Nope, we could barely tie our own shoes.
These shoes aren't even tied.
I point exactly.
They're high tops. They don't need to be tied. I've one other TNA thing. Frankie Kazarian defeated Mike Santana to become the new TNA World Champion, so we got that wrong.
Yeah, we did.
Because I don't remember who I had, but you had Javon, I think.
Yeah, that was my shot.
I didn't have Frankie. I know that for a fact that I didn't have Frankie.
I had Frankie winning the...
I had Frankie winning back the,
Yeah.
I had Moose beating Santana for it. Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. I guess because Santana faced somebody, and then they had that Frankie Kazarian won that Call Your Shot, which is basically like their Money in the Bank. He came out after the match and like cashed his Call Your Shot in, and that's how he won the title. So it wasn't.
I did see that not only has Javon Evans been impressing WWE officials, but it's said to be that John Cena is actually a huge fan of his and a big supporter of him getting pushed.
That's pretty dope.
To have a GOAT pushing you?
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I mean, he got respect from Cena when Randy went to NXT. Randy talked nothing but great about him.
He had that match with Randy. Yeah,
He
that match
even-
was amazing.
Like what is like a form of a cutter, like his move.
I'm pretty sure he impressed Gunther.
Oh yeah, and I think Taker has said good things about him too.
I think so.
This dude's impressing everybody.
This dude's
He's
impressing.
impressing people that
And he's-
are not easy to impress.
And he's 20, 21,
21, 22,
somewhere around there.
somewhere in there, yeah.
He's got a career ahead of him.
Also, there's backstage news on possible headliner for the 2026 Hall of Fame.
Oh, Cena.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Steph obviously is already confirmed, but to headline it and go along with Stephanie McMahon would be John Cena, which would be freaking awesome.
Which would be freaking awesome. Who would induct him?
Dun, dun, dun,
Edge?
dun.
If he could be there. Which he obviously couldn't be. He'd
Probably
still be
Randy.
Randy.
Him and Randy were best friends.
Yeah, probably Randy. But the funny thing is, Cody was like, if I ever get inducted to the Hall of Fame, I want you to induct me.
Who?
Randy, he said that to Randy.
Well, Randy was like a mentor to him.
Yeah. Randy's just going to induct everybody from that generation.
Randy's just gonna have his own chair.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be the Randy chair.
It's gonna be up on stage because he's gonna induct everybody.
Well, no, him and Cena have been best friends.
For a long
And, like,
time.
That always blew my mind. It's like Randy's the bad guy. And
I
Cena's such a
remember
good
seeing
guy.
pictures of them at the club together, and I'm like, this can't happen. What's going on here?
Kayfabe when it was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cody always gives Randy a lot of props for helping
he
him in
does.
his career.
Yeah.
Think about it, because Randy, remember Randy in the beginning? He almost got kicked out of Evolution.
He almost got kicked out of wrestling.
And then
Not
now
just
he's a
Evolution.
mentor to all the...
Yeah. He missed his father's Hall of Fame and missed his father's Hall of Fame speech. Like, look at him now.
There's one thing I saw. It was an interview with Eric Bischoff, which...
Oh boy.
No, it wasn't anything bad. So in lieu of War Games coming up, they asked Eric Bischoff if that was his favorite gimmick match, and he said he loves the match, but his favorite gimmick match was the Royal Rumble. Is the Royal Rumble. So that's not groundbreaking.
That blew me because I guess that's a gimmick match.
The Royal Rumble's a gimmick
Yeah,
match.
no, because when I think of gimmick, I think of like that's a gimmick.
All
match.
of the matches
Yeah.
are gimmick matches.
Technically, like an I Quit match.
So-
is a gimmick
That's not the newsworthy thing.
match. Okay.
I just want to use that as, what's your favorite gimmick match?
Inferno match. Who has been around for? I don't know. I love Rumbles. I love Elimination Chambers. That's a tough one. I think the Elimination Chamber.
Mine will have to be the Rumble. You know, I said I want to go to the Rumble more than I want to go to
I would
Mania.
love to go to the Rumble, yeah.
But if I couldn't say the Rumble, or if I had to pick a second place,
TLCs are good too.
I was gonna say TLC might be my second place.
TLCs are really good. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting
Yeah.
because like he didn't shit on anything or nothing. He's like, oh, I love the War Games match, but my favorite gimmick match of all time is the Rumble.
Rumbles are cool as shit.
30 guys, the winner
the
gets-
surprise entries.
Winner gets a main event shot at WrestleMania. Like everything about it is just surprise entrance.
Rumbles are cool as shit too. I love Rumbles. That's a tough one. That really is.
Yeah, mine's Rumble. I'm gonna have to agree with Mr.
Mr. Bischoff.
Yeah, I'm back and better than ever.
You know what we didn't talk about before? And we should have brought it up when we were talking about him.
Mhm.
Joe Hendry's officially signed with WWE under an NXT contract.
I know, I wrote that down, but then I figured we already talked about it. Did we not talk about it?
We didn't talk about it. We kind of, but we didn't like say it. We talked about it outside.
Yeah, that's right, didn't we?
But it does. I didn't realize his contract was up with TNA or is up or is coming up. It was more of just a cool. He signed with WWE under an NXT contract now.
I tried to use the force.
I saw that.
Did
It
you?
should have been. It should have been a. Do you think it should have been a main roster contract?
From what I was reading, it is kind of a main roster.
From
level
what I read, it's
contract.
an NXT contract.
Well, no, he's starting at NXT, but it's main roster type money.
Well, yeah, that's not. I don't think he should have. Do you think he should have started on Raw or SmackDown instead of starting at NXT?
No, let him ride the wave in NXT right now.
Fair enough.
Let's move somebody from NXT up that needs it, like Oba.
Oh man, I can't wait for Oba to come up and beat Ilya for that title. That's how he's coming up.
Remember I called it.
That's what I said too. Yeah.
Go back to your freaking list.
I have Oba for him. I have Oba or I have Ilya. Gunther or Oba.
Oh, see, you have Gunther first though.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean shit. Do you have any other news? Because I have two somber things that I don't want to. Well, there's two somber things, and then the main topic. If you have any other news, though.
No. Cool.
So
sad.
It's not sad. Well, I mean they are sad. Rebel, the former TNA knockout and AEW wrestler, announced this week that she has been diagnosed with primary pulmonary lymphoma, which is lung cancer, which sucks. And Tony Khan is I didn't realize she's still on the roster because she said Tony Khan's helping her in whatever she needs. So I guess she hasn't been on TV in probably at least 2 years, but neither is Britt Baker, and she was with her. The other one, which they talked about on, I don't think WWE talked about it. I know AEW talked about it. I mean, it was before our time, but it's still a wrestler. It's still something in wrestling, so we need to talk about it. Bob Caudle, the legendary voice of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, passed away the other day at the age of 95. Tony Schiavone talked about it for a little bit. Tony Schiavone was like, he was the first one to get me into wrestling, and I was next to him, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. So yeah, like it's Mid-Atlantic was before us, but it's still something that like we here at DDTW want to talk about.
I mean, it's sad, but let's be honest.
95,
that man lived a full life.
Yeah, you lived a full life at 95.
That's a full life.
So then the main topic, as you brought up before.
I might not even live to the reverse of that.
No, I might not either.
59.
John Cena finally becoming a Grand Slam champion. There's been some interesting facts to come out. So he is obviously the oldest at 48. Who do you think the youngest is? And at what age did they become it? So he became a Grand Slam at 48, which is the oldest person to ever become one.
Miz.
No.
Orton?
Yes.
Oh, was it?
At what age?
29.
27. You were so close.
Ooh.
So it took Cena 7,911 days to become a Grand Slam champion. Who became the quickest, and how many days?
The quickest Grand Slam champion?
The quickest Grand Slam champion. They're not in WWE currently.
Jericho?
No. Close. It's close. I don't know why I said close.
Yeah, why did you say close?
I don't know. Somebody over there.
Over where? Doesn't Jericho not have a job right now?
I mean, he's still contracted with AEW.
Oh.
Somebody in AEW.
Someone in AEW?
Yep.
Edge?
No.
Mox?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How many days?
400.
1,154.
Oh.
That's the quickest someone's become a Grand Slam champion.
I did not know that.
I did not know. When I saw those facts, I was like, that's really interesting.
Who's the only two-time Grand Slam champions?
There's two.
I know.
Oh. Seth and Miz.
Who's the first one?
Miz.
Well, no.
I'm pretty sure Miz became one before Seth became one.
He did.
Yeah.
What's that, though? John Cena's not a two-time Grand Slam champion.
Oh, my God. Who's the only 17-time world champion? Not Seth.
Ric Flair.
Seth's not going to get there either.
Ric Flair.
yeah, Ric Flair, okay. There's a video of him in an airport.
Freaking Mercedes Moné.
You're not wrong. There's a video of him in an airport, and he looks like he's wasted. He's like stumbling around trying to get his wallet out and everything. It looks bad. He's not that. I mean, he says he's not wasted in it. Give a promo.
Do you?
I do. It's just a dumb little promo. It's about people not knowing how to drive.
You always cut promos.
Dude, that shit.
How to drive.
I shouldn't say the one road. The only road in Cordell, because we know there's not many. They're working on one side. I think they're cutting trees or whatever. So they have the cones. They have our dream job, the stop and slow sign there.
Yeah.
So it was stop. It turned over to slow. So obviously you have to go into the other lane. The car in front of me put the turn signal on to indicate they were going over. We know you're going over. That's the only way to go. Why put your turn signal over and then put it back over when you're coming back over? There's no need for that. That's the same thing of driving on a road and then the road starts making turns and you put your turn signal on for that shit. That shit bothers me. I'd rather you not use the turn signal at all than use it for random shit.
Like an S?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine putting your putting your turn signals on for a bend in the road?
Dude, I've seen people do it. I've seen people do it, and I'm like, what? Why? What are we doing this for? But then that's the same person that goes into the turning lane and doesn't use the turn signal.
I have a promo?
I didn't have one. That happened to me yesterday or Tuesday, so I didn't have one up until then.
I don't think I do.
I didn't know there's an elephant on here. And there's a chameleon too. Shit, look at that.
Speaking of elephants, that's one of my favorite beers.
There's a viper in here too. And a crocodile. This is really good. The passion fruit. This one's really good. Monster's coming out with crazy flavors lately.
Delirium Red. That's my favorite alcoholic drink.
I've heard of that.
And if you go to like a place that has it on tap, which is Sabatini's Bottle Shop usually does, the glasses have a little pink elephant on it.
That's cool.
I love it. That's why I ordered it the first time. I'm like, elephant and pink at the same time? Give it to me.
Pause. Hey, yeah.
What? What's wrong with pink elephants?
You'll take pink elephants, huh?
Yeah,
that's what you just said. All right.
Why not?
So no promo.
I'm going to cut a promo on you.
That's fine.
For hating pink elephants.
I never said I hated pink elephants.
What'd they ever do to you?
Nothing. Scare Pinocchio?
Dumbo. When he got all like... When he drank that shit?
That's why I couldn't remember, because Pinocchio's Pleasure Island, where they...
Yeah, but remember in the movie Dumbo?
Yeah. They drank whatever and saw the pink elephants.
Yeah.
I got confused with them. That's what I mean. Because Pleasure Island, they smoked and drank.
Well, Pinocchio.
Yeah. That's when they started turning into donkeys.
See, Pinocchio always messed with my head, bro.
That's the theory. The theory at Pinocchio. The theory is Donkey from Shrek was a kid from Pleasure Island. Donkey
from Shrek is one of the greatest cartoon.
The theory is he's a teenager from Pleasure Island that turned into a donkey
of all time. Anyways, back to Pinocchio. Listen, this might be my promo. It's not really a promo, but you know why I hate Pinocchio so much? Because you have an old man who makes a puppet and wishes for a little boy to come alive.
Did you ever see the Scary Movie of it?
Let's listen to that on paper.
I heard you. There's a lot of old.
He makes a puppet
stories like that,
and he wants the little boy to come alive.
Yeah, because he doesn't have anybody.
Or
it's not for that. See, that's because you have a bad mind.
No, I don't have a bad mind. We don't know what his intentions were. What you know? What
he was lonely. He wanted a.
He made the puppet because back then they didn't have dolls like they do now, and you know what? He couldn't do what he wanted to do to Pinocchio because he'd get a splinter.
He was lonely. He just wanted somebody.
And I'm not talking about the turtles. So he wished for him to be a boy, bro. That's weird. That's weird.
He didn't wish for him to be a boy. Pinocchio wished to be a boy.
Well, maybe Pinocchio had daddy issues. I don't know. You know what else pissed me off? Peter Pan.
You know Captain Hook's the real hero of Peter Pan.
Yeah, he is. Peter Pan's a weirdo, man, going into kids' bedrooms and shit.
No, Peter Pan was trying to keep kids young. Captain Hook was the one that was... Because it's... What's the theory? It's about kids with cancer. And never... No. Yeah.
Okay, so you heard this one before.
Neverland is... The afterlife?
Or like purgatory type?
Something. I don't remember. Captain Hook's the one that's actually trying to save them, not Peter Pan. Peter Pan... Yeah, it's something like Captain Hook's the actual hero.
Well, if Peter Pan came into my bedroom when I was a little kid, that's creepy. Freaking weirdo, yo.
Because the shadow something too in the theory. I don't remember what though.
I always like Captain Hook.
And Mr. Smee and the TikTok croc.
I love villains, bro. I don't know.
Because the Lost Boys or something. Yeah, there's a big ass theory with that one. I can't remember what it all is.
See, that's my promo on Pinocchio and Peter Pan. Is there any other Disney movies that creep me out?
7 dwarves living in the random woods and a girl comes to live with them? I don't know.
I mean, I don't gotta hate on the dwarves. You probably got to put all 7 together to get a normal size one for Snow White.
There's some kind of random ass theory with that one too. I don't remember what it is. There's weird theories for all those old ass movies.
Riley goes to a musical theater class now.
In school or after school?
After school. And one of the things they were doing was the hot Whistle While You Work song from Snow White.
The Whistle While You Twerk song?
First of all, Riley got mad because they picked characters out of a hat and there just so happens to be 7 girls in the class. No one got to be Snow White for obvious reasons because they would fight over it.
Right.
Riley got grumpy.
Well, I mean, she's got great examples for that one.
But then secondly, they did Whistle While You Work. And I'm sitting because like the dance class is inside and there's a little hallway and then the parents sit out here. And they're doing that. And in my mind, all I think about is
Whistle While You Twerk.
And I like almost turned into a parent. Like, this song is inappropriate. Like, you couldn't pick another song from Snow White?
You see the Moana live action trailer came out?
Yeah.
People are trashing The Rock in it.
Why?
Because he doesn't look as big as Maui. He's not gonna. He's not gonna. I'm not the biggest Rock fan, but Dwayne's not gonna look as big as Maui in an animated movie. It does look cool as shit, though.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I still have to watch the second one, but I'm gonna definitely go see that. That looks cool as
Oh,
shit.
the second one was awesome. That's not in the movies.
Yeah, because it wasn't even supposed to be a movie.
What?
The second one.
It was good though.
It was supposed to be on Disney Plus as separate as like it was supposed to be a show with separate but they're like, nah, fuck it, we're making it a movie because it made too much money. Now we're doing a random tangent that we don't need to be doing.
But yeah, those two Disney movies, man, always bothered me. Seven Dwarfs, not so much.
Cinderella. Why'd my vehicle have to be a pumpkin?
I mean, that's not that bad.
Cinderella. You have to be back by midnight because the pumpkin, the carrots will turn back into a pumpkin. The horses will turn back into meese because the plural of mice is meese.
He's.
Her dress is gonna go back to whatever. Why, when she drops her glass slipper, the clock turns midnight? It didn't turn back to whatever it was originally. It stayed a glass slipper.
Oh, I never thought of that.
I don't understand why. Because it wasn't on her. I don't know why. It should have either one fell off of her and been whatever it originally was, or turned midnight and turned back to whatever.
See, the one thing I just disliked about the old Disney movies is they made the women seem weak.
Well, they're also like 11 years old.
But what I'm saying though is like, I know that's kind of weird too.
All the princesses were literally like, I think the oldest one was Snow White at like 13.
Okay. But like for a little girl, I'm taking an adult's view. A little girl watching it, all the princesses were weak and needed a guy.
Mulan?
That's where it started to change. Like I'm going Cinderella, Snow White and shit. Yeah. Mulan's later. Once it started to change where the women actually were like strong individuals.
Jasmine?
She teetered.
Ariel
was obsessed. She gave away her entire
She gave up her voice and her tail, for a dude. Yeah,
and didn't want to listen to a talking crab. If I go to the sea and a crab talks to me, I'm going to listen.
I'm going to say Jasmine is probably the first one. Maybe she's not a princess, but maybe Pocahontas.
Pocahontas was also like 12 and John Smith was like 40.
Esmeralda. I don't know. She wasn't really a princess, but Esmeralda.
But like, look at some of the newer. Like, look at Moana.
Look at Merida from Brave.
Yeah, like Moana doesn't take no shit from no one.
No.
I don't know. I just kind of like how it changed that that little girls could look and look at an empowered woman instead of, I am a damsel in distress.
We could turn that right back into wrestling. Look at female wrestlers from back in the day to female wrestlers now.
So what's cool is that like I get Riley watching wrestling with me now, and she wanted me to show her the other night women wrestlers. So there we are.
You're like, let's watch this bra and panties match from back in the day.
No, I'm just going through like random like entrances on YouTube of like Rhea Ripley and like all the girls now, right? Because like Becky Lynch, I throw it out there first. I was like, oh, I hope you like Becky Lynch.
Daddy, she's stupid.
Turns out Riley's favorite is Tiffany Stratton.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
My point is that you could watch women's wrestling now and it actually matters.
Right.
It's not
right.
bra and panty matches and stupid
It's
shit.
not Tori Wilson, the cat. I don't know, maybe not Michelle McCool.
They're not valets, they're actual wrestlers.
They're not valets or just there for eye candy. They're actual wrestlers.
Well, we're going to stop our tangent, but if anybody out there ever accuses Dave of being sexist.
Oh my God, no.
Listen to this tangent that we just had about empowering women at the end of our show.
We're a lot of things, but sexist is definitely not one of them.
No, because we're afraid of women, to be completely honest with you.
Hell yeah. There's a bunch of women in both our lives. Not our parents that I'm more afraid of.
That would beat our ass and not in a pleasurable way.
Yeah.
Well,
pause.
Pause. So with that, I would like to just say thank you for talking wrestling with us today.
See you guys next week.